Thanks, Robbo, and a very warm welcome to the home of the Melbourne Football Club, and what a great night at the MCG. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2016 Melbourne Football Club season launch. I'm very pleased to be performing the official welcome tonight to all of our guests on the eve of what promises to be an exciting season for the Melbourne Football Club in 2016. Before we begin, I echo Robbo and pay my respects to the traditional owners of the land we are meeting on, the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, and in particular to the elders past and present. On behalf of all of us at the Melbourne Football Club, would also like to pay our respects to the Couch family. Tom Couch, a past player who played a few games for us, tragically lost his father Paul Couch over the weekend, a Geelong great of course, and 1989 Brownlow medalist. Our thoughts and prayers are with his family. Now, there's some very important people to our club in the room tonight that I'd like to welcome. First of all, Principal Partner, AHG, represented by Managing Director Brondy Howson and Group Executive Corporate Communications David Christensen, both over from Perth. Shows their commitment. They're right behind this club, and to get over here for these kinds of events is really appreciated, and your support's been fantastic. The Victorian management team, led by General Manager Glenn Sharp. AHG are such a terrific partner for our club. I really urge you to support them as they support us. They are the best in the automotive business. If you need a new car, if you need a car service or even some finance, then get in touch with AHG. A membership partner, China Southern Airlines, represented by General Manager of Melbourne, Adam Jung, and the whole team. You're very welcome tonight. Thanks for your support. Our coaches partner, IG, represented by Marketing Manager, Australia and New Zealand, Mark Ciancio. Our travel partner and our home away from home, Tourism NT, the Northern Territory Government, represented by Sophie Caldeau. New Age Caravans, represented by Head of Design and Planning, Adrian DiVincenzo, and Marketing Manager, Mende Alexowski. Our on-field apparel partner, New Balance, represented by Country Manager Australia, Justin Box. And a particular welcome to our newest major partner who joined us over the summer, Greenwood Capital, represented by Chairman Mr Fu Jianping and Mr Ryan O, Managing Director of the O-Sun Group. You're most welcome here, and welcome to the Melbourne family. And to our other partners, our longest running sponsor at 15 years, Victor Sports, represented tonight by Director Andrew Schenker, TaylorMade, Acambo Private Wealth, Isowa Sports, Hertz, Secure Parking, and last but certainly not least, as they're supplying the wines we're enjoying tonight, Tyrrell's Wines. I really do want to sincerely thank our partners for their terrific support of our club. Please join me in a round of applause for all of our partners. To our representatives from the MCC committee, the MCC, the biggest sporting club in the world, it's great to have David Crowe and Fred Oldfield here with his wife Martine, and of course the one and only Chief Executive, Mr Stephen Goff. Great to have you here tonight as well. From our club, Melbourne Football Club CEO Peter Jackson and wife Christine, Senior Coach Paul Roos and Tammy, and his assistant coaches and partners, and of course welcome to all Melbourne Football Club staff as well. And my fellow directors, welcome to you all here tonight. I'd also like to welcome some past directors of the club who are joining us tonight. Peter Spargo, Karen Hayes, Bill Guest and Stephen Bickford. It's terrific to have you all here this evening. And now to the playing side, to the red and blue royalty in the room. We have a number of Hall of Fame members and past captains in the room tonight. Ron Barassi, a special happy birthday to Ron, who turned 80, would you believe, just a couple of weeks ago. Hassaman, Noel McMahon, Stan Elves, Jeff Case, Gary Hardiman, also a former director, Frank Adams and Todd Viney. Welcome to all of our past players here tonight. And former coach Neil Danaher is in the room. A very welcome to you, Neil. A very warm welcome, Neil, and congratulations for the incredible work you've done raising funds to find a cure for MND. And to some of our very important supporter groups, welcome to our corporate partners and First 18 members in the room tonight. Welcome to all of our player and coach sponsors. Welcome to members from Coterie, Foundation Legends and Heroes, members of the Ron Barassi Bequest Society and the Melbourne business community. And of course, the Demon Army. Victoria and I had the pleasure of sitting with the Demon Army at Craigieburn last Sunday, and I'd like to welcome all members here tonight. Look, I want to thank each and every one of you for your generosity, commitment and continued support of this great club. Just a few words very briefly. Last year on this night I spoke about the great people that have come to our club, and this year we've added even more over the summer. This club pioneered the game of AFL, and we're very proud to have pioneered the women's game too. Two of our newest appointments at the club came to us via our women's team. I'm very pleased Michelle Cowan has joined our coaching staff, and Daisy Pearce in the administration area of the club, and I welcome them both here tonight. Talking about pioneering, I'd also like to congratulate Josh Marnie and his team for the pioneering work they're doing and how we educate our players. And on that note, welcome Craig Jennings to the coaching staff in the role of Game Analysis and Education Coordinator. And Daniel Crossy, who's taken on a new role in the football department following his retirement from a stellar playing career. And of course, our new players. We've added 9 new players to our list, and I think we're all excited so far to see some of the contributions they're making to our club, and we look forward to them having a great future at the Melbourne Football Club. Welcome to all of our players here tonight, and particularly those new players and their family members here tonight. We're also very pleased to have Elise O'Day here representing our women's team, and Daisy, as I mentioned earlier. There is a real spring in the step at this time of the year, particularly off the back of the first couple of NAB Cup wins. But as your chairman, I'm buoyed on by the signs I see all around the club. Not just the wins you'll hear, not just the wins you see, you'll hear more from Peter Jackson and Paul Roos tonight about the business of the club and about, in particular, the football at the club. And in particular, I do want to take a moment to give credit to Peter Jackson, Paul Roos and their staff for the tremendous amount of work that they've done to get this club to this point and deliver those signs. Roosie will also announce later the new leadership group later this evening. It's not often you get acknowledgement from the AFL world about your club's performance in the trade and draft period, but that was certainly the feedback we received this year, and well done to Josh Marnie, Todd Viney, Jason Taylor and the whole team on the work that they did. As your chair, I've said before, our driving purpose is to make this club not only a great club, but a sustainable one. We want you, the backbone of this club, to have confidence in your players on the field and us as a brand off the field. In 2015, we launched our new brand. And I just want to acknowledge the work that Jen Watt, Dave Larkin and the whole team did with that, and our new logo being launched in November. The launch of the new brand to better connect with our heartland, connect with a more diverse group of people who call Melbourne their home, and for those who are making Melbourne their home for the first time. Our identity needs to be synonymous with Melbourne. Not only does our brand respect our history, but it is growing with our club for the future and the city of Melbourne as well. We developed a brand strategy, we rolled it out to great feedback and acceptance, and now we need to build on it throughout this season and beyond. On behalf of the board, we're working closely with management together to future-proof the club and make it sustainable and great. There are a number of projects in the pipeline. When the time is right, we'll share them with you as we're working for you to ensure your enjoyment and pride in our club continues into the future. As I've said many times, whilst progress is being made, we won't rest for even a minute. Whilst there is still some noise from time to time about our club, and it gets personalised on occasions, we're not listening and we won't be distracted. We're fiercely focused and determined about what lies ahead of us. Our management team will work hard on the business of the club. Our football staff and team will do what they need to do to win games of football. And our governance and board will be in the background ensuring the long-term success and stability of our club. Roosie brought a great philosophy to this club, a number of them, but this one about knowing your role, playing your role. We all know our roles and we'll play our roles. We'll not be distracted from that, working together as one. I'm personally more fiercely determined than ever to carry out our vision for the club. Thanks for supporting the launch. Enjoy the evening, bring on the season and go Melbourne. Thanks very much.